Not too long ago, Alex released a Kagune that is partially inspired from reindeers and wendigos. The design is really cool and I like it, but is it actually worth it? In this video, I'll be covering how you should use the first stage of the new Tonakai Kagune and also give my feedback on it. I highly suggest watching my showcase that I posted a few days ago if you haven't seen the moves and abilities yet, as those will not be covered in here. Starting off with the first stage, it resembles a reindeer, very straightforward and nothing too crazy. For stage 1, I'd say that this is a very solid stage for farming. The click applies knockback, which isn't too strong, but it deals good damage. At 1.2k points, into Kagune you can one-shot every NPC, not including bosses, around the map. The E ability lets you do a double jump, allowing you to jump over attacks. This is very useful against the Eto Yoshimura boss, as you can simply jump over the shard attack. You may also use this to hop onto structures and spam R to cheese bosses. Just be sure to jump before using R while looking down, so it actually travels downwards. The R move has a very low cooldown, slightly more damage than the click, and also travels really quickly. Onto the F move, I would not suggest using this against bosses and NPCs, as it does put you at risk of taking damage. I'm not saying that it's bad, you may use this as a finisher move for NPCs and bosses, but it's best to use it from ability. Make sure you have used the block whenever you're about to be hit by a shard spray from Toka and Eto. It's very good for farming, you have a lot of survivability, and cheesing bosses is possible, like said earlier. For Gyakusatsu, you know, the big red thing, I suggest going to this exact building, hugging the wall, jumping, and when you reach the max height, press E and hop onto the building. When you're on top of the building, go to the edge and spam jump and also R. There's one issue however, and that is that you sometimes fall on accident and that the flying birds will fly in front of you and take the hit from the R move. In case this cheese gets patched, you can always hit both hearts at the same time with F, run around and spam E and R. However, the chances of you getting out alive aren't great. Good luck farming this. Some of the stuff said earlier can be applied when fighting other players as well. The E move can be used for avoiding attacks. You can also attempt hitting R while airborne. I recommend doing this very frequently. R may be very hard to hit. Its hitbox may appear to be very small, but trust me, it's bigger than visually shown. The F move is very strong as it deals high damage. It also grants you anti-grab and damage reduction, so don't be afraid to use it. It is a very good tool for rushing down opponents, so try to use it whenever you can, and also don't underestimate its hitbox as it's pretty large. You can also use this as a sort of counter against weapons with grabs, because of the anti-grab you get. It is pretty OP against Ginkui and Taki too. However, when fighting ranged weapons, try to perfect block incoming projectiles so that they don't deal any damage at all. That's all I can really say for the PvP aspect of the first stage. I don't recommend fighting endgame weapons, and I suggest you farm until you can use the second stage.